Hey guys, this is King Crab Zero again. I am back for the second time. Looks like, for some odd reason, Twitch was giving me issues before. I don't know how long my video had been down on Twitch, but yeah, just didn't want to come back up. So, looks like everything is streaming to Twitch again. So, I'm just going to hop right back into it then. I think this one may have been on Streamlabs' side, since Streamlabs, when I went to rebroadcast again, had given me an error. So not going to blame Twitch on this one. I think that one was solidly Streamlabs' issue. Okay, back to where I was. Wait, wrong one. Okay, cool. Oh, it's raining. I forgot. Rain is OP. Oh man, this. Oh, okay. It looks like there's another way out. First, I thought I was going to have to come out from the way I came, and I was like, ah, oh, fuck. This one's going to be a challenge. Ah, you son of a bitch. Ah, you other sons of bitches. Okay, cool. A dumb moment of opened up Twitch again, but forgot to put Streamlabs on top so I can check both my chats just in case, since I do get viewers from both Twitch and YouTube. Thank God that didn't get me for a red light violation. I totally thought it was going to. I was like, I was already like in the, intersection before it turned yellow. It was just a really quick yellow, so I was just expecting it was going to, since that's usually how it plays out. I don't like this turn right here. I'm gonna take this super wide. There we go. I started stream a little bit late today, guys. That's completely on me. I was going to get cat food and stuff for my, well, I guess for the whole house's cats, except maybe -1. I think one of my roommates has their own food for their own cat. But yeah, I was going to do that yesterday. But I was like so completely exhausted after work yesterday that I just like went to bed right after. And yeah, went to the store right after work today, but I actually ended up having to work well, shouldn't say having to work a little bit late. I had work go a bit late. It's not like it was a voluntary thing or anything. It was just getting a call right before the end of my shift that went a lot longer than it should have. So, but now we're here. Also was a little bit delayed because I have these like pickled Thai chilies that are super delicious. Like, I enjoy eating them quite a bit. But on the flip side, like, oh man, they're super spicy. So I don't really find them to be too much of a pain when you're eating them, but yeah, once it comes to the later part of the process, man, those things will wreck you. But again, they have a good flavor, so I'm not going to complain too much about them. Oh, look at that. We just got up to speed. It only took us like 10 miles, basically. Figure I'm just going to speed through this California part of the trip. No one needs to be here. At least I don't want to be here. Other people can be here. I don't want to be here. Oh man, it's going to feel like the slowest pass in history. Oh, I guess I need to be in that lane. Oh man, oh no. Let me over, bro. I'm sorry for thinking I could pass you. That was my fault. I should have supported you in your dreams of being in that lane. Okay, here we go. I feel like my getting up to speed is not being helped by the rain in this game, because, yeah, rain, OP. It makes accelerating hard, it makes decelerating hard, it makes turning hard. It just, I feel like it's super powerful in this game. I do like the pattern that these wipers make. Gives you kind of a widow's peak in the middle. So as long as it clears up my side, that's all I really care about. Which it's doing a pretty good job of keeping my part of the window clear. Okay, let's see. Let's let this car pass, and we're going to merge into that lane. It looks like. Okay, yeah, this is the one we need. Yeah, I took my foot off the gas because I figured I'd be figured I'd be going too fast if I didn't. I didn't think I'd be catching up just coasting along, so these guys need to put the pedal to the metal for me. I mean, not anymore, because obviously I'm not the fastest thing on the road right now, but once I get up to speed, they'll need to get out of my way. Okay, getting up to speed may have been a pipe dream, guys. Jesus. That was not much of a hill. Is what I'm carrying literally that heavy? Like, oh god. I think sometimes this game just looks at the angle of the hill, like not necessarily the length of the hill or anything, when making its adjustments to your speed or how hard the hill is. And yeah, I feel like that one was overly taxing when it didn't need to be. But I know that this just updated recently, so we'll see. We'll see what new joys the public beta has. Okay, can turn my wipers off finally. And if I get up enough speed, I might actually be able to blow some of these raindrops off my windshield. Okay, now I feel like I'm making progress here. I did not feel like I was making progress before, but now it feels like there's progress being made. Okay, I'm going to go with the assumption that what I'm carrying is super heavy, because these hills are going a little bit, yeah, worse than normal. Cool. I don't feel like this downhill's necessarily that steep, so I don't know why I'm gaining so much speed on this downhill. Unless, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to keep going back to this thing that I'm pulling right now is super heavy. That has to be the case. We're just going to coast for a while, since I do have some speed right now. And since this is a World Trucks mission, I'm not going to be able to do over 65, so hey, had to get that little bout of speed. Like, had to ride it for what I could. Had to get the most out of it. There, that's the words I wanted to say. Today is going to be one of those I don't know how to talk days, so be prepared for that. See, I love how the sign says Las Vegas, but if I remember right, I remember it took a while to get into California to begin with, even though it felt like it was pretty soon from Las Vegas, and then I think it was a while out of yeah, the border to get to Carlsbad where I was, so we'll see how long this takes. Also, I think this is the truck that was in front of me earlier. Finally catching up to him. Ah, shit. I need that exit too. I was too enthralled with yeah, the truck itself that I wasn't paying attention to the road. Or I should say the map. I was paying attention to the road, I just wasn't paying attention to the guidance system or whatever. Yeah, I feel like I just need a mod that would give me GPS voice or whatever. That'll tell me like turn right in however many feet or turn left in however many feet. Use the leftmost lane to, make a left turn. Stuff like that. That'd be super convenient. Ah, look at that. I'm picking up some good speed here. And I've hit my like maximum speed I can go, so we're just gonna cruise here for a while. Okay. And it honestly doesn't feel like I'm going that fast. Okay. Well, now it feels like I was going super fast since I'm going to have to start from nothing again. Okay, way station time. Let's start slowing down for this. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Want to be in this lane. Cool. Kind of coast out of here and just hope that we get lucky. Ah, we're not getting lucky. But we're gonna make our way out in front of this semi. I'm solidly out in the road, bro. Now if you hit me, it's technically, well, I mean, it should be your fault. I know exactly how that goes, though. There we go. I'm sure if that truck would have hit me, it would have dinged me for it. It would have been like, hey, you're the one that caused this accident. I've been like, whoa, whoa, whoa. He rear ends me and I caused it? Like, that doesn't sound right. Ooh, look at that hill or whatever that is. That looks pretty cool. Doesn't look like super aesthetically pleasing, but it looks cool. We need a little bit more green, and then I might be like, oh yeah, beautiful. But that's it's pretty pretty dry looking. Like it's one match away from being like a national wildfire or something. Okay. What's this over here? Looks like a motorcycle. Does it have any purpose? I think it may have been a cop bike, but hey, luckily enough, there was no cop or anything. I could be wrong. It just had the kind of look of one. See, I just need to get off this part of the map. This part of the map's always a little bit boring to me. Just because it's all desert. And it's desert for quite a while. I live in what's technically considered desert. So it's like not necessarily too interesting. And while we're just coasting along here, let's take a quick... Not what I wanted, actually. I wanted one of the F keys. My bad. Let's take a quick look at my trip log to see when our next rest stop will have to be. So we got about 7 hours till we have to take a rest. And then the item that we're hauling is about 90,000. I don't feel like that's too heavy. Maybe I did not choose a great transmission for what we're doing. Maybe that's the problem here. I might switch out the transmission the next mechanic shop that I see. Oh, look, the Colorado River. Yeah, it's pretty decent size when you factor in scaling and stuff like that. I guess when you factor in scaling, like if that's 2 scale, it'd be like 20 times larger. So I feel like that would be, pretty good size. The world's most happy cattle. I don't know about out here. I don't think much cattle is happy out here in the desert. I think they'd prefer things a little bit cooler, Not necessarily too cool, but just a little bit cooler. Oh man, guys, I might actually get up to speed. That might be a thing that happens again. Oh yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. A little bit short-lived, but hey. Gotta take what you can get, you know? Okay, gotta merge into this other lane. Oh man, that guy's he's laying some pipes down in the wrong place, you know? To be fair, I'm just glad he's not out there laying pipe. Oh man, another incident up here. Oh no. They slowed me down. Oh man. It's gonna take forever now. The knockoff Home Depot here has just ruined my life. Hey, look at that. I'm finally getting some speed. Oh man, I had to rub my leg there for a bit. Earlier this week, one when like stepping into the shower, like, oh man, the bottom of the shower was super slick. Like, I don't know what one of my roommates had done, but they had like, poured something down or cleaned it in such a way that it was super slick, and kind of ended up bashing part of my like leg into the shower itself. And it's been sore ever since. Don't think I fractured anything, but let me tell you, I'm pretty sure I bruised the bone a little bit. Luckily, though, it was kind of at a good time for that to happen, since one of my gym buds, he just got a new job, so I don't have to worry about going to the gym with him, so not missing out on that. And my other gym buddy, he's taking a week off, so it's like worked out perfectly. I get a week to recover. I'm hoping that by Sunday, which should be my first day back in the gym, that hey, it'll all be healed up and I'll be ready. Talking about people with new jobs that can't go to the gym, how is the new job, Mavriz? Yeah, well, apparently Mavriz wants to be silent tonight, so not gonna give a response to that question. I'll just focus on the game, I guess. Okay. Well, let's see here. Looks like there's some stuff for us to discover in this town, so I'm just going to take a side trip. And as I said prior, I also need to change out the transmission anyway, so let's get a couple of things done while we're here. Oh man, of course, we caught a train. I always love the trains in this game, though, because they're so small. Like, you catch a train in real life, and it's like, you gotta wait for several minutes. In this game, it's like, yeah, you wait for a few seconds, which, I mean, I guess, when you consider, like, a 1 to 20 scale, it kind of makes sense. But they just feel comically small because of it. Let's see here. We only have like 9 hours left of this trip, so I think while we're here, I think I'll also take that rest break. That way we have 12, I think it's 12, maybe it's 14 hours to complete the trip, so we shouldn't need another rest break at that point. Let's see, looks like this one is a dealership, so we're just going to turn in. And, okay. Look at that. I'm going to change out the transmission here. Not feeling that one. This one I think may have some better ratios. I'm going to trade out for this one for now. And then what's going to be funny is I think we'll unlock another transmission when we're done with this, so that might even be better, but I just want to try a couple of these other transmissions. This one's already feeling a little bit better. I mean, the other one felt pretty decent on just regular flat land like this. Okay, doesn't look like there's necessarily anything else to discover here. So we're just going to go on our way. Yeah, I love the buckle up signs there, since buckling up there isn't really an option for that in this game. So I mean, I assume that just means you're always buckled. But I think it'd be a nice touch if you had like a button or something to buckle up or to not buckle up. Yeah, potentially give you some other way to get fined or whatever. Yeah, if you're going that route. Otherwise, if you're not going that route, you know, maybe introduce a mechanic that it costs you more when you crash because of medical bills or, you know, stuff like that. There could be ways to introduce it into the game as a mechanic that changes how things feel. Okay, look at that. Back on the highway. You know what? I'm dumb. I'm really, really dumb. I was like, oh yeah, we're going to rest while we're here. And you know what I totally forgot to do? I forgot to rest while we were there. Doesn't matter. We'll find another town sometime. Okay, so far I'm liking this other transmission a little bit better. Feels like we're getting up to speed a little bit better. I think that's because we do have more gears, so... Oh yeah, already liking this one much better. Though we haven't got to a real hill yet, so it looks like there's a hill coming up. Not too much of one, but I feel like it should be enough to at least give me an idea of how hills are going to go for the rest of the game. Also, one of our drivers just leveled up, so that's good. I think that's our newest driver, which is the one currently pulling in the least amount of profit. I think it's because they are new. I'll have to check really quick. Now, let me do that right now. I want to make sure that I have him set for learning long haul first. Oh, I don't. Long distance. Always long distance first. Now that they've done long haul, boom, balanced. Now that they've learned long haul, boom, balanced. Now that they've already learned long haul, so boom, balanced. Actually, let's see, is there one better than that? Let's do just-in-time deliveries for these guys. I think just-in-time pays pretty well, and then you don't have to worry about them potentially not having, you know, the truck powerful enough to make the mission go quick enough. going over this hill, staying pretty steady, so I think this was a good option. We'll see what our next option is when we actually get to the end of this mission, because I think we should get enough experience for another level up. And if we do, at that point it'll be time for another transmission, maybe. Who knows? I don't know if there was a transmission option at 20 before. I don't know if that's new or not, so I'll have to see. I'll have to see if it looks familiar, or if I'm just like, okay, I just forgot. Though to be fair, I think when I first started playing this game, a lot of the stuff did cap off at like level 18, except for cosmetic stuff, so I think some of the stuff above level 18 might actually be, you know, some newer content. I also haven't checked their update notes and stuff in a while. I'll have to see if they've finally released the Wyoming DLC or not. I guess I could do that after we complete this trip. If they have, you know, I'll definitely have to download that for next time, or maybe I could even do it while we're on stream. You know, maybe pour the candle then. If that's the case. I guess we'll see. Very interested either way. Yeah, okay, I see a gas station there in town, but I don't see a rest stop, so I'm not going to take this. Oh, and never mind, actually. There's a rest stop, it's just the other way. We're going to pull off so we can take that rest break I was supposed to take already. Oh yeah. I feel like this transmission's already getting much better than the last one we had. I think the reason that the last one cost more than this one and was a higher level is just because it had a retarder. But that's not necessarily a super important feature to me, so I think the next one that we'll get, though, is the same transmission but with a retarder. If that's the case, I'll probably just upgrade to that, because yeah, it's not super important, but having it's pretty nice. And while we're here, I guess we'll get some fuel, since it looks like we've been burning for a little bit of fuel here. I know the arrow said one way, and we're going the opposite way, but hey, that's just how it be sometime. Okay, I'm going to slowly see if we can just pull this thing through here. Looks like it's lining up correctly. Oh, I don't like how that's looking. Okay, but it made it through, so that's all that matters. And then we'll park right here, get some rest in. And look, some nighttime driving. I do actually want to drive at night since we do have more lights going on. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Now we're almost lit up like Justice. Let's see here. Cool. Back inside the truck now. That makes sense. I probably should have come through this way. But hey, learning experience, you know? just going to make the widest of turns here so I can actually make it out onto the street without my trailer getting caught on anything. Darn. Yeah, the turn light always seems to go first. Unless you need it to go first, then it's 50-50. Oh man, that's what I've noticed a lot, is that like when you're going straight, it seems like the turn light always goes first. But when you're turning, it's like 50-50 as to whether that'll be the case. I don't know why that is, but I just think it's a funny observation. Okay, look at that. No oncoming traffic. Won't be able to make this turn. Take that a little bit wide and get the trailer in here, since this heavy son of a bitch does not like to turn that easily. And we're still picking up speed going up this on-ramp, so that's pretty promising. Much better transmission choice. And we only have about 7 hours left, which would be, yeah, I guess about, like, we'll say 30 minutes of real time. Could be a bit less, like, should technically be like 9 minutes less than that, but honestly, I never bank on that. I always bank on it taking, like, 25% to 30% more than what I'm expecting or what it should be. Yeah, I did realize that I forgot to turn my trip info or whatever on my on my instrument display, or whatever you want to call it. The normal display for your things like, you know, tachometer and speedometer, all that. My instrument panel. There we go. We got to turn the information to trip distance. I want to know what our trip distance is. Okay. Or I shouldn't say trip distance, but how much distance we have left in our tank. So we have about 900 miles left. Easily going to make it to our next destination. Maybe I should start thinking about like adding fuel economy as a skill, since yeah, I have not added it yet, and it sometimes shows. Though on the flip side, you know, I feel like there's always the thing of, yeah, fuel, like, you don't have to fill up as much if you do better fuel economy. And you don't have to stop as much. But on the flip side, I think if you upgrade everything else first, I think you get better better pay, which I think the little bit of pay that you gain or don't lose by going the fuel efficiency route is vastly smaller than the amount that you gain by upping things like on-time delivery, high-value cargo, stuff like that. Or, I guess, the various hazmat accreditations and stuff. Ooh. Let's see here. Discovered a viewpoint. I'm interested to see what this viewpoint is. I don't know if I've seen this one before. Maybe I have. Who knows? Okay, cool. Man, this truck is in my way. And he's going the same way as me. What a bummer. Though looking at the map here, it looks like there's a little bit to be regretted, since doesn't look like there's an easy way to get back on the freeway going the way I need to. We'll see though, we might have to pull some sort of illegal maneuver. I don't think I've seen this viewpoint before. But hey, we all get to share in this the first time together. I had some interesting stuff to see there. No, Mr. Truck, I was heading this way first. Fine, be a jerk then. He's one of those types of people. I'm gonna remember that. If this was like a Telltale game, not to say that I've really played any of those, but if it was a Telltale game, it'd be one of those moments where it'd be like, Cam is gonna remember this. Ah, fuck, and now I gotta do a way station too. God. Yeah, I was not prepared for how much extra that that stop was going to be. I thought it's like, oh, we'll pull off and then like everything will be fine and dandy. It's like, nope, it's going to put you back on the freeway, and also you're going to have to hit a way station now that you weren't going to need to go to before. That's all on me, though. I feel like that was poor planning on my part. Okay, there we go. Do the rolling way. Yeah, to be fair, some way stations in real life do rolling ways. I don't know that the like way stations in game like this though do, so I think that would technically be something that wouldn't be advisable on these types of way stations. Okay, here we go. I guess I'm not going to lose too much time. Man, that was not looking or sounding good. I was like literally stuck there on that hill for a moment. Okay, here we go. See, that was perfect. You got the zipper merge in right there, and yeah, that person behind me totally didn't have to. You know what? I watched them merge into the other lane to pass me, and then I watched them like quickly merge back into the same lane as me. Oh man, that was beautiful. I love their indecisiveness there. Like, should I pass him? It's like, nah, I think he's got me. Oh, look at that. They're pulling out to pass me again. But they're not making any distance on me. I think they might actually be getting further away. Oh, actually, they're starting to make some progress. You know, pretty soon they'll actually be able to pass me since I can only go 65 being a World of Trucks mission. And they can go up to 75. So as long as they can get up to speed. Oh my god, literally have to do another way. I literally just weighed. Like, what the hell? I feel robbed. I feel so robbed. I was conned. I was bamboozled. I feel like that last way station, they literally did nothing for me. Okay. This one we're definitely going to roll through. There we go. Now it's a disappointment. Like, that was an unnecessary wait for sure. Like, literally just got weighed. Like, less than a couple of miles ago. But luckily, it doesn't look like there's anyone coming, so we'll just be able to get right back on the road. And look at that, we discovered another city. I don't know, actually it looks like it might be a town. Not too much going on here. Kind of interested in what that is. Guess we'll never know. But it definitely intrigued me with its circular nature. Looked really, really interesting. And look at that. Heading in the right direction again. Only have like 6 in-game hours basically. Probably going to consider that like 22 minutes. And yeah, things are going well. Theoretically. I don't want to say that because, like, yeah, if I say that things are going well and I say it with like vindication, or yeah, if I have a lot of emphasis on it, it always seems like that's when things go wrong. Like, something will go out of its way to make sure that something will go wrong at that point. So theoretically, things are going well. You know, I had this moment of sitting here, like, hunched over, like, okay, what am I doing here? Like, I know that you're supposed to have proper posture and stuff while you're, you know, sitting for long periods of time. It's like, let's do that. Otherwise, I know my back will hurt later. I have a problem of doing that at work, sitting the wrong way, and then like later on my back just being sore. Finally down to 5 hours or less. Getting much closer. Though on the flip side, I keep looking out at the scenery here, and it's like desert. Desert, desert, desert. I'm pretty sure that's most of what the scenery is going to be on the way. I'm just hoping for like some interesting rock formations or something else to break up the monotony of desert driving. Oh man, there was a amazing rest stop over there apparently. It's got several spots to rest. Had me interested, had to take a look at it. I mean, it didn't look like anything too amazing, but hey, again, like 4 spots to rest. That's pretty good. Ah, come on, Mr. Police Officer, and don't get in front of me. Now how am I supposed to get away with it if I start breaking the law? Like, he has no consideration for, like, the potential crimes I might want to commit. I saw his, like, taillights. I was like, oh, man. You have to slow down. Like, I guess I'll have to legit slow down since, definitely don't want to speed right now. Speeding would be, like, a bad idea right now. Okay. We might actually be able to get to pass him, though. Nope, not happening. The slow car that was in front of him finally turned out, and he decided that he'd go a little bit faster for me. Oh, there's a question mark I can see off the screen there, or I guess on the mini map. GPS, whatever you want to call it, navigation. So let's take a little bit of a trip into Albuquerque. Okay. I did not hit the brake aggressively enough on that. Also another train. This makes 2 trains this stream. This has been the train stream. You thought this was American Truck Simulator? It's actually American Train Simulator. That's not true. I think that's actually a different game. I don't know. I'll have to look into it, but I'm like 90... We'll say I'm like 70% certain that's another game. And yeah, I don't want to give you guys the wrong idea here. I want you to be like, oh, this guy's told me he was playing American Train Sim. I'm like, no, it was a joke, guys. I'm sorry, it was a joke. Oh, it's another dealership. I kind of figured since it had the, sleep spot and the, I guess the rest area, and then also a mechanic or whatever. That's usually how you can tell it's going to be a dealership. The other ones you'll commonly see when it comes to the question marks, if it's out in the middle of nowhere, generally it'll be a viewpoint. If it's in a town or city or something, but it doesn't have like any of the additional icons like that, it'll generally be like a recruitment agency. So that's usually what I expect with those. Though you can never tell. Like sometimes I pulled into towns and what I thought was going to be a recruitment agency was actually a viewpoint. Also, look at that, we got super lucky. We were about to hit the train again, so that would have been a little bit of a pain there. Okay, back on the highway. See, I really should have just doubled my estimate for how much time was left. Especially since I'm taking these like detours. Only reason I'm doing that though is it's a World of Trucks mission, so we're not really like pressed for time. For anyone out there that hasn't played this game, basically what the World of Trucks missions are is they're like kind of online based missions you can get, and they're actually based on real world time, where a real world hour is like 20 in-game hours. So usually you'll get like, I don't know, anywhere from like 4 to almost a day's worth of like, yeah, real world hours to get one of these missions done. Which means that you have so many in-game hours to get it done, like bare minimum of like 80 in-game hours. So yeah, they're really nice to do when you just want something relaxing. The only downsides to like World of Trucks missions is that you're capped off at like 65 miles per hour is like the maximum you can accelerate to. I mean, to be fair, you can go faster, but that's only on the downhill. And once you hit 65, you yourself can't accelerate, but the gravitational pull can accelerate you. The only other downside too is if like you get into an accident or something, let's say you need towed, like as soon as you get towed, it ends the World of Trucks mission, where theoretically on a regular mission, you can actually get towed and it won't cause you to lose the mission. I mean, you might be late or something at that point, depending on how long the tow takes, but on the flip side, it doesn't end the mission out there. Which I remember one World of Trucks mission I was doing once. I think it was basically like a really long one, and I was like 90% of the way there. And I just took a corner the wrong way, and yeah, everything flipped over. And I was like, okay, cool, well, I'll just get towed. I think this is the first time I had to do that, and yeah, call for the tow, and it's like, oh, you're gonna lose your World of Trucks mission. It's like, god damn it. Like, that was such a pain. Like, it'd be one thing, it's like, oh, you get like some demerit or something for it, but yeah, to just be like, nope, your mission's canceled. It's like, well, darn. Especially since it was like so far into it, and you literally get nothing out of it at that point if you don't complete it. I guess that's another thing that I haven't discussed in this game. I know that you can actually cancel missions early in this game. It's not something that I generally do, but you know, sometimes you might be doing a mission and it's like, okay, things have went completely wrong, I'm just over this, and I'm going to get docked on it anyway, so it's not like I'm going to really get paid for it. And then in that case, you might just be like, okay, I'm just going to call this one off and call it a day there. Otherwise, yeah, there might be other reasons you might want to cancel a mission. You can do that, but it'll cost you. I don't know if you can cancel American or World of Truck missions as easily, but I assume so. I don't think I've ever really canceled a mission except for like once. And the only reason I canceled it was because the mission place where I picked it up was kind of like, it was kind of in the middle of nowhere. Like, I forget where it was. And yeah, with it, it literally did not have any directions for me to get to the mission. And there was literally no way for me to pick up whatever cargo I needed for said mission. So it was kind of like, well, I'm fucked. So let's just cancel this one. But yeah, that's the only time I think I've canceled one. I was very salty about paying the fee for it too. I was like, that was bullshit. That was bullshit. I'll have to see if I can find that area again. I know it was in a small town, and I know that the pickup was, like the pickup location or the mission acquisition location was kind of in a weird spot, so that's why I was like, I don't know, like maybe this is just going to be a super cool mission, because you can actually get missions in this game, I think, that aren't normal, like missions, like they aren't, I don't think they're necessarily on the normal missions board. And yeah, with that, sometimes that can be a good thing, and you can get a cool mission you might not have done before, or yeah, it might be something that you do and it's like, hey, this isn't working out. I think one thing's going to be true. I think that by the time I get to the drop off for this, I think it'll be time to get the candle prepped and get it poured, so we'll see. But I think that'll be the case. I'll have to see what I'll unlock when I get to level 20. I think that the completion of this should give me enough experience to get to level 20, but I could be wrong. Oh man, that driver, Martineau, whew, that was some serious money there. That's one of the reasons I love to do the, like, have them focus on long haul trucking versus, you know, the shorter things to begin with, is that usually it pays a lot better. I mean, you don't get paid as often with it, but on the flip side, it pays out really well. I'm just going to pull through here. I thought I had the highway discovered there. But the thing is, it's like if I'm driving this way, the highway is more likely to get discovered than pulling through this side area. So I'll just pull through here. Watch, next time I have to come out this way, I'll probably pull through the side area again, and then Yeah, it'll have to be like, yeah, the third time I'm out here that the highway finally gets discovered. Okay. I'm not gonna cut out in front of them. They're an ambulance. They have some important stuff to do. That truck was being a little bit too slow for my taste, though, so I had to get out in front of him, because I don't think he's ever going to get out on the road. And this truck behind me, well, they can pass me. I'll also have to see if we're able to pay off another one of our loans when we get done with this. I think we should be able to. Or no, actually, I think what I was working on was trying to get more members and more trucks and stuff. I guess we'll see if we can do that when we finish. I think we may have reached capacity for our main garage, but I could be wrong. If we haven't, we'll add one more truck and one more driver. If we have, I'll see. I think a new garage I think costs 180K. And I think an upgrade from there is 100K, so I don't think we'll be able to afford a new garage. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe one of our drivers will come through and just give us massive bonus or something. If not, though, if we can pay off one of our loans, I'll do that instead. I think my favorite point in this game is when you get to the point where you can pay off, like you've paid off your loans and like the income that's coming in is good enough that you can still afford to get things pretty quickly. Which is kind of where I'm at on my own personal file of this, but for the stream file we're definitely not there quite yet. One of these days we'll get there, and that'll be nice, because I think that's a lot nicer experience. Oh, actually, I guess what I could do is I could buy a trailer if we have enough. Though a good trailer is basically as much as a garage. The thing with buying a good trailer, though, is it definitely is more profitable at the garage. I mean, it can be more profitable to carry, too, but sometimes it can be a double-edged sword, since sometimes it can get you better missions, or sometimes it can limit you to missions that you don't necessarily want. Though on the flip side, I think if you're just doing another freight mission, I think if it's something that your trailer is not designated for, I think you can actually just send your trailer back to your home base and it'll just automatically send it for you. But usually I try not to do that because I feel like that ruins a little bit of the immersion, the realism. Okay, let's bring it on over here. Ah, sweet, we are so close. I can literally see it on the map now. Okay, I'm so glad that person didn't go for it. A lot of times when you get the cross traffic like that, it seems like they'll be aggressive enough to try and turn in front of you when they definitely should not have. Okay, we're going to make the wide turn. Okay, and we gotta pull into one of these places. These are usually my least favorite places for dropping things off at, because they're usually pretty cramped and crowded. But it looks like this one's actually not too bad, so not gonna say no complaints, but very minor complaints. Very few complaints. Okay. And we're going to Pull it a little bit more this way. And pull it back a little bit. Hopefully this lines it up. Otherwise, I'm going to have to lazy man park it. Which I'm not opposed to either. Okay, lazy man parking it is. Okay. God damn. I'm literally so close to that next level. Like 20 experience. I could drive 100 miles in this game, just free drive, and get 20 miles. So let's see if there's anything worth driving to here. Well, how about we do a round trip between these two? Ooh, that's actually quite the round trip. I don't know, let's see if there's any just super short missions here. Santa Fe, that would be perfect. Or Alamosa. So we're just going to go by name. So destination. Okay, wrong way. So no Alamosa trip. Santa Fe, let's see if there's a Santa Fe trip. Okay, let's look at the external contracts market, see if there's any that way. There's 2 for Alamosa, 3 for Alamosa. I'm going to highlight that one for now. See if there's any for Santa Fe, and if so, let's see if it's actually worth our time. There's one for Santa Fe, but it doesn't pay as nicely, so we'll go with this one. And while we're waiting on that, let me check the candle gel really quick. Okay, yeah, the stuff is definitely ready. Okay, I haven't really prepped too much, so okay. I'm going to weigh out some scent oil really quick. Okay, I do have a empty beaker. I pulled it out for this specifically, but I wasn't sure. Okay, we're going to go with the Angel Wing scent, which I think is based off of a Victoria's Secret scent. Smells pretty decent though. So one thing I want to admit that threw me off about all the scents and stuff when I was like looking through scents. Like a lot of times when you're looking at candle scents, you'll see like ones that say BBW type or mention BBW. And I was like, what in the world are these like big beautiful women scents? Like what the fuck? And then like yeah, I saw one that finally had it fully spelled out as Bath and Body Works. I was like, oh my god, I'm a retard. I even like love Bath and Body Works. Like that place, if I go there, I will smell like every candle there. And by the end of it, I just can't smell anything because like that's just how it is. You smell so many things that smell really strong, you lose your sense of smell for a bit. Okay. That one felt pretty thick for one of the scent oils, actually. Usually seems like they're a little bit thinner than that. We'll give that a good stir, though. I don't really feel like this one needs a color, so I'll just, I'll leave this one clear. I do always like the clear ones, too, so... There's that. Get the wick holder ready, since we'll need to position that after we get this done. And going to give this another few seconds, just let some of the bubbles escape so it's not like super bubbly. Okay, looks like it should be fine now. Of course, it bubbled up a lot when I poured it there. That was not the greatest pour I've ever done. Tenacious D, I would mention that this is not the greatest pour in the world. It is just a tribute. Okay, managed to burn my fingers there a little bit. We're doing really well here. Day is going super well for the candle. Okay, there we go. And look at that. Got a candle poured. Bubbles not disappearing. That's fine. It's not too bad when the bubbles don't disappear, since usually, like when you light them, they'll just kind of release from the gel as it melts. So it works itself out in the end. And look at that. We're picking up the thing right here. What in the world is this? It looks like pre-laid track, but that wouldn't even make sense because the steel's bent. Or wait, no, we're picking up the thing on the other end. Okay. Oh man, I was excited for something new, and we just get like another excavator or whatever. Okay. Go. Let's take a look here. What was that? Oh man. Just look behind us. I don't know. Can't really see what it was. It looks like it's for some sort of digging purpose. Look at that. Oh, this one is already going so much quicker. This one's moving much easier than the last one. The last one was super heavy, though. Oh, that was me. I was trying to avoid the other car, so I may have swung a little bit too wide. There's a lot of construction in this town. And only got 2 hours on this one, so this should be a pretty quick trip. Probably like, let's say 11 minutes. That's like 5 minutes more than what it currently says, but hey. I mean, 5 minutes more than what it currently should be, but hey, that's how it'll go. It'll probably take 5 extra minutes, I'm assuming. Okay. I was YOLOing that one. Trying to take that turn at speed. Trying to actually make this only take, 6 or 7 minutes. I bet you have to pull at that first way station. Today has not been a day for skipping way stations for me. Yeah, I feel like today has been like full of things trying to slow me down. Way stations, stops, you name it. Okay, maybe not. Looks like that way station's actually on the other side. Cool. Well, if that's the case, then let's see. Don't text and drive. I mean, this is just a video game. I'll do what I want. Okay, now we have a way station. Oh my god, I think this is the first way station I'm getting to bypass today. That's pretty exciting. And now we're up to speed, so can't go any faster. I'm just gonna cruise here for a while. Spencer T is disappointing to me. But to be fair, Spencer T is my lowest level driver currently, so what can you expect? Yeah, after this mission, I'll see what I want to do in terms of maybe getting a new trailer for the home base, or if I want to do any upgrades. Oh yeah, I still need to upgrade my, well, potentially upgrade my transmission. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just curious what the level 20 transmission is, because I don't think it went up that high before. I think it used to only go to level 18. Though I'm sure they added that a little bit ago. I could be wrong, though. You know what could easily disprove me is if I go check my personal file for this, and if my personal file already has that, they'll be like, okay, I'm wrong. Okay, cool. This is a sharp one for being rated at 65. I feel like they are overestimating my ability to turn there. You know what? This place is looking a little bit more visually interesting. I like the various shades of tree there. You got some really lively looking ones, and you got some very dead looking ones. Oh, and you got some logs here suggesting some sort of logging operation. Or maybe that's suggesting someone's huge pile of firewood. Yeah, I know firewood's measured in cordage, but I can never remember what a cord is. Like, I feel like it's like 13 by something, but I can never remember what it is. I know it's a decent size because, like, it seems like a lot of people will be pretty happy after buying a cord or two of wood for the winter or whatever. Yeah. I don't know, I'll have to look into that. keep right to accept a pass. I do what I want. That's not true. I want to go more than 65, and I can't do that, so I'm already be proven wrong here today. Ooh, left lane ends. Welcome to my world, car. I know that car behind me is probably thinking like, man, I really wish that there's a little bit more of that left lane so I could pass this truck. But that's not what's going to happen today. Also, we got some downhill, so we'll catch a little bit of extra speed here. Oh man, this coasting is just I feel like I should be going a little bit quicker since I was all downhill, but that is not the case. Oh my god, we're actually already here though. That is surprising. I don't feel like it's been however many minutes, so we did super well on this trip. And we discovered Alamosa. We actually were super productive today. I think we discovered 5 towns in total today. So, a super productive day. While we're here, we're just going to do one of these really quick. I just want to repair the damage that I may have done from not paying attention to the road. Okay, and there we go. Like nothing ever happened. You know, it was a happy little accident. I just crushed someone's car and, you know, they might be permanently injured, but, you know, happy little accidents, right? And then let's see where it wants me to drop this off. I think it's the other side of the fence here. Well, that's on me. I wasn't paying good enough attention. Luckily, I think we can just turn around this other thing, and look at that, it's a twofer. We discovered 2 places at once. I was obviously just making some big brain move there. It was not, you know, a lack of foresight. Can I pull through here? Okay, sweet. That's going to be much better. I'm going to say trying to make the other turn was going to be a real pain. I mean, trying to make this turn's not great either, but it's not going to be as bad as the other one. Cool. I'll just speed on out of here, because that was not a great place to be. And we'll just yeah, do this since nothing dividing them right here. Trucks delivery. How does it want me to park that? Okay, it wants me to park that way. Like, the sign makes me think that I might be parking it a different way since it kind of points that way. But based upon how they want me to actually park the trailer here, we're just going to, I'm going to pull in this way. And let's see if we can get this lined up. Good enough for government work. Boom. Done. Decoupling. There we go. And level 20. So let's get another level of just-in-time delivery. Or actually, no, let's do fragile cargo. I was going to say, if we're doing World of Trucks missions, like, just-in-time delivery doesn't make sense. And now we're going to go to the mechanics one more time. This thing really has get up and go when you actually don't have any, like, weight behind it. Okay, let's see here. And then customize. Let's see. Oh, I already have that. I think that's actually a little bit better. Yeah, because that one has a higher range for the gear ratio, higher differential, and higher torque than what we already have. So we'll definitely get that. Let's look into these other things, see if we unlocked anything else that we might want. Short 8x4, 150 gallons. Okay, now we'll stay with what we already got. Yeah, we'll stay with what we got. Because, yeah, I think you can get one with a larger tank than that. So that's what it is. You can get ones with more tires, which reduces your maneuverability a bit, but I think it does better on hills. Oh man. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we'll cancel maybe. I don't think there's a real cancel, so we'll just do leave. So it doesn't change anything. And then, yeah, we'll just go back in. Because it might be worth it when we have one that actually has more tires and stuff, but currently not worth it. Okay, cool. And that didn't cost us much, so let's see here. We're gonna get driver manager. So it does look like we already have as many drivers as we can have. I have an idea here. I'm just going to quick travel to our main garage, because if I do that, I should get paid for like another day or two of what the drivers are doing. And that might give me enough to actually open up a new garage. Let's see though. Okay, not quite. So let's see about paying off our loan then. And no, we're not quite there yet. Let's see. I wish we could just put like more money down on the loan or something, but yeah, let's see. I think what I'll do, since we do have the ability to borrow up to 260,000 more, is actually no. Let's see here. Can I get a decent trailer for the garage? Not what I wanted. Okay. Trailer purchase. I want to see about like a reefer trailer. Okay, that'll be this last page here. Reefer. Okay, we can get a reefer. It's not great. Let's see if we can customize it a little bit better. How much would a double be? Out of our price range, so we're not doing the double. Reefer. How long can we make this and keep it in our price range? There we go. I love how that's what it was like set on for the normal, but it wasn't actually set there. Okay. Do that. Not going to worry about paint job yet. And let's see. Not going to worry too much about accessories. Like, you can change this out for a better looking thing. But not going to do that quite yet because I want to get the chromed one. I won't worry about the chromed one until we actually have the money for it. Now we don't need the side skirt. And we definitely don't need to adjust the tires right now. That would be that'd be a mistake for sure. There's so many tires. Chrome door though, that one's pretty good. Doesn't add anything necessarily, but makes it more aesthetically pleasing. We'll change that out, make it a little bit more appealing. We'll leave that as the standard. And I think that's all we really want to change here. So, confirm. And then we'll purchase. So we want to send that to our only garage, of course. Okay, cool. And then let me grab the trailer really quick. So I'm gonna do a mission with this really quick, show you guys how having a trailer works. So let's exit out of here. Yeah, now we can go to what's called the cargo market, which there's a couple of those. I'm going to go to the external cargo market, so World of Trucks missions, just see if there's any good World of Trucks ones. And we'll sort by price per distance. Okay, not really anything super great there, so let's go to the regular cargo market. Price per distance. Oh yeah, that one's super great. I'm gonna be super long though. Oh, it's not where we're at. Let's see, Boise. What's coming out of Boise? Yeah, that's decent. I just want something a little bit shorter. Yeah, that's pretty decent. I mean, I think the price is about the same as the other one. And, it's not quite as long, so we'll just do a regular one. And while we're here, the cool thing is they always get it set up for you, so when you're picking it up, usually, I shouldn't say they always, but usually they get it set for you. I think unless you're going to a garage to pick it up. Okay. And then our fuel price is a little bit less than the average around here since we're using our own pump. How many, let me see, I just want to see how much time we'll have for this mission. Actually, it doesn't tell me quite yet since I haven't picked it up yet. Okay, this is a long trailer, so we're going to just make really long turns. It's not articulate or anything, so it's not going to turn as it goes or anything. It's going to have to basically straighten out that full distance. So, gotta look out for that. Cool, I need to be in this lane anyway, so that works out. That worked out as well. You know, going 20 over the speed limit almost, yeah, helped us get through that light without getting a red light violation. Totally worth. Oh my god! And this guy showed up right next to me. You know, I ran that light. Well, I didn't run the light, but I sped through it to make it. And this guy just—he had to have ran that light, like, because it was literally turning red right after I crossed, or at least right after my truck part of the, or right after the semi part of my truck crossed it. So my speeding made him run a red light. I think that's bad on him. So the other thing when you're doing these cargo missions is they do take a little bit of time when you're picking them up, since you have to actually wait for the game, you know, wait in game for it to load or whatever. I mean, it just skips ahead to it, but I'll kind of show you what I mean when we get there. Is mostly just kind of giving you guys a little bit of a showcase of how this will go, since we do have a trailer now. Which what I'll probably do is I'll actually probably leave the trailer back at our home base for our drivers to use. But I mostly just kind of want to show off what you can do with it. Okay. And let's pick up some goods here. Come on, open up. How close do I have to get? Yeah, fairly close was the answer. And then right here, so cargo market. And then take job. Okay. We're not going to skip the loading on this since I kind of wanted to just show how this goes. Wait. There we go. Okay. Straighten this out a little bit. Came at that super aggressively. Okay. Okay, this is not going our way so far. That's what this is. Okay, let's see here. Oh my god. This is not going my way. That's what this is. It's not going my way. Okay. I'm gonna straighten out a little bit earlier. Okay, now it's going my way. Now we'll just straighten out this way, and we'll just act like this has been good. Why is this so bright? They like turn up the like bloom or something with this last update. Like, man, it is you look in the mirrors and it's like exceptionally bright in the mirrors. Also, where'd the lines go? Okay, lines are over here. We're just gonna do a little bit of that. A little bit of that. See if I have to be perfect here, which, yeah, it looks like I have to actually get that a little bit more lined up. Pull it that way a little bit more. And kind of ease it in. Okay. Nope. Now I'm not lined up with it. Okay, it looks like it's starting to line up here. Oh, look at that. Cool. So we stop the engine, and then we can load the cargo. As you can see, it takes a little bit of time here. Cool. I'm just used to like a lot of these cargo ones. Basically, you pull in facing one way and it'll actually turn you around a lot of the times, but not in this case since we actually had to back up for it. Okay. Yeah, that was poor performance on my part. It's just been a little bit since I've had to back one of these up. Okay, how much time do we have? We have 22 hours and 19 minutes. The trip will take 6 hours, so we're going to take a rest stop pretty early on then. There we go, cool. Can't remember if there's a truck stop or anything. Oh no, I think that's where we came from. Oh yeah. I don't think there... Actually, no. Like, there's the Micron thing, so I think there's a truck stop over there. Gonna have to hit that up. Take a little naparoony. And then most of this trip will actually be done at night, but hey, I don't mind. That'll just, it's one of those things where it's like, when it's a World of Trucks one, I can take as many rest breaks as required since in-game time doesn't matter, but when it's a regular mission like this, in-game time does very much matter, so kind of want to, you know, not waste too much of it. Okay, I think I'll actually just take a trip a little bit further down the road, honestly. I don't want to have to wait for that light, and, yeah, don't want to have to get all the way back from that, gas station up there, so we'll just, or I should say truck stop. So we'll just, start along the trip here and find some place along the way. Okay, this is the gas station I was thinking up here, so I guess the last one would just been our home base and a truck dealership, but there would have been places to rest for sure. guy's tired. I don't know why he's tired. You know, he's only been up for like however many hours. He should be well rested. Let's try to make some really good progress now with a bit of speeding. It's been a while since I've actually really paid attention to the Nampa Water Tower in real life. I'll have to actually take a look at that next time I'm passing by it. Oh, look at that. Cars are getting out of my way. They know what's up. Like, this guy's barreling down the road at full speed. Time to get out his way. Until now. I mean, that car is still going like 80, so... I mean, I guess we're out here where it's 80, so I guess that makes sense, actually. It's gonna be like, they're the ones that are speeding. It's like, nope, nope, they're not. I'm just speeding in a place that's not speeding for them, but is speeding for me. No, okay, there we go. That's something that always bugs me in real life. People that, they'll slow down almost to a complete stop before they take an exit or something. Like, exits are meant for you to slow down on them, generally. It's like, I might slow down, like, maybe 10 or 15 miles before them sometimes. Like, there's one exit, the Fruitland exit, where I'll do that for commonly. Just because it is a little bit shorter exit, and you're generally going, like, 80 when you get to it. So that one I might slow down a little bit beforehand, but usually the only people that are behind you are trucks, and they're usually only going 70, so if I drop 10 miles per hour, they're not really going to care. Okay, let's see here. Looks like this is the way for trucks. Perfect for me. Just sleep wherever. Enough how it's calculating routes, but it's like, come on. This isn't rocket science. It isn't rocket surgery. There we go. Oh man, that would be so mean to the people in this neighborhood. Like, if you're trucking in real life, to be hitting the Jake brake at night right next to their houses. I mean, I think Jake brakes are generally prohibited in residential areas, but in this game, I just think it's fun to hit it everywhere, so... Virtual people, they probably hate me. They probably hate me so much. Okay, come on, truck. You can make it. And then I can make it even. Look at that. Something's working out properly. I thought that truck was going to make a really wide right turn. I was going to be like, oh no, please don't hit me. But he went straight, so that worked out. Oh man, see, you know what, this is what I was talking about. If you're going straight, it's always like 100% that the left turn will be the first light that goes green. But it's 50-50 when you're actually making a left turn. I don't like people that make left turns in this game, apparently. Well, if they're the player, I should say. Okay, going up to 55. Look at that. Wasn't speeding for too long. I just realized something. Don't have my beacons on. There we go. Let's take a look at the front of this in the night. Okay, let's try and get everything lined up. Look at that. Now I shine like justice. Actually, I didn't really pay attention to the trailer. I forgot this is my own trailer, so it probably shines like justice too. We'll take a look at it when we're stopped or going a little bit more slowly, or have less turns to worry about. Ah, come on, Yorsabeth. You're supposed to be the one making me all the money. Ah, ugh. Let's see. Nah, this looks fine. This looks fine. I'm just used to this being the spot that if there's like a detour, it's usually here, and it's usually in the worst place ever, because the map won't calculate a new direction for you to go. Like, I have my detours turned down pretty low for the odds, but yeah, usually when you're getting a detour coming through this way, which I don't know what it is, but on my like regular personal profile, it always seems like I get a detour here, which takes you around the roundabout, and then when you go a different way, it tries to lead you back through here even though there's a detour. So it's like, what in the world, where am I supposed to be going? So I'm glad we didn't have that problem, because most of the time if I have one there, since the map doesn't recalculate properly, I'll usually just do a little bit of off-roading to not detour. Come on. Come on. Recognize I want to merge back. Okay, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The right turn signal is a beautiful thing when it comes to passing in this game, as it'll make them slow down for you. Okay, now I just have to get to passing area on this next truck since he's also going really slow. Slower than the speed limit. And we'll hit that right turn signal right away. Come on. Realize there's a right turn signal. I'm still going to pass him first. Okay. Do a little bit of this off-roading for a second because that's the only way I was going to make that turn. Hit that right turn signal right away, so as I creep up on him, he'll be like, hey, I should probably slow down so this guy can get in. See, look at that. Worked out perfectly. Except the passing lane ended. That's usually about where they stop realizing that they should let me in. So we're just going to kind of slowly ease our way in then. Okay, there we go. And look at that. We're ahead of the pack now. Wouldn't have had to actually speed if that guy would have let me in a little bit sooner. And since there's no one else out here right now, we'll do that. Okay. And we'll just hit our limit our speed a little bit here, not go full speed for some of these corners. Like that one, it says it's a 45, so we'll take it at 60. It's always amazing how much of a difference the brights make in the dark. You can definitely see so much more with them on. I'm betting I have to pull in for this one. Yep, I was right. Okay. Look at that. I can even pull back out onto the road without anyone passing me. And that worked out perfectly. That actually went so much better than expected. I totally thought I was going to have to wait for someone. Man, they're really busting my balls here. Super slow. Okay, we'll do a little bit of light speeding. Yeah, about the same I do in real life, you know? Like 4 or 5 over. Okay, they're both turning, so I'm just going to make a turn. I think we need to be in this lane, so we'll just, let's say it was a wide turn to this lane. Mostly because I'm a truck and I have to turn wide, so using that as an excuse this time. Oh man, that was such a short-lived little patch of 65. There was no way for me to even get up to 65 there. I feel like I was teased. Like, they gave me a little bit of a tease. They're like, hey, you wanna go 65? Like, new sexy truck are you? It's like, oh yeah, you know I want to go 65. And then I was starting to get there, and yeah, they stopped me right beforehand. Yeah, they left me like blue-balled there. Okay, well now we can get up to 60 at least. I can do that. This one's not going to be a tease. I'm not getting cucked by the 60. And then since I'm a fan of casual speeding, we'll actually do 64, 63, 64. Oh, no. Slowing down so much on me. If they could have turned off, that would have been beautiful, but they did not. If I could pass them soon, that would be super beautiful. But I don't think I can. Actually, maybe I can. And I think I'm going faster than them, or at least accelerating faster. Here we go, here we go. Notice that I want to pass you. Here we go. They slowed down because of my blinker. Ah, that was a perfect time to pull back into this lane. I wasn't doing it because I was like expecting another, or because I was happy with that place, but I was thinking like, it's getting to be about time for me to find the vehicle oncoming. So that was perfect. We're gonna pull back in, and now we can go a little bit closer to the speed limit. There we go. Going the perfect speed right now, 69 miles per hour. Nice. Okay, I noticed now that the speed limit dropped down a little bit more, so we'll get a little bit closer to the actual speed limit again. I think we're going to do a nice balmy 64 again. Or maybe it was 60 before and I wasn't paying attention. Probably was, and I was probably doing 9 miles over. But it was worth it, honestly. And we only have about 4 or 5 minutes left until this delivery is done. It's going to go so well. Super excited for it. I mean, we're not going to really have money for anything at that point, but hey, it's exciting. And it'll have been a showcase of our new trailer, so there's that. All I really wanted out of this delivery was just to showcase that new trailer. I guess while we're out here, let's see if it shines like Justice. Shines a little bit more like Justice than most of the trailers we've been using, so let's see here. Boom. Now let's get back on the road. There's no way, like, I'm so bad at trying to drive with like a cinematic view or whatever you want to call it. I guess like a third person view like that. Oh man. We're gonna see if I can beat this truck off the line. I have an idea of how to do it. Basically, we're just gonna start far enough back that we have a little bit of a time to, yeah, start accelerating before our light turns green. I can't really see the cross light there to see if it's going to turn red or not. Damn it. Okay, that solidly did not work out. Okay, we're totally going to beat them on this light. That's going to work. This one doesn't look like it has a dedicated turn, so I think this one will work. Oh, yeah. See, this is the thing. Like, yeah. Generally, when you're trying to go straight, it's generally going to do a turn first. Look at that, though. Beat him off the line, mostly by getting a head start. I just want to make this while it's still green. I just want to make that while it's still yellow. Okay. Now we can probably get down to a reasonable cruising speed again. And I'll need this lane. Come on, guys. To 35. I think you can do 35. Well, okay, I guess you're going to a 25 now. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. That's exactly what they did. I'm just going to cut through this parking lot regardless of how the light is, mostly because I just want to discover it. Let's see here. We're going to pull a little bit further this way and then pull through like this. And then we're going to pull this way and pull through like this. Okay. Okay, that car can wait. Oh. Well, I don't like the looks of this. Let's see, what is, okay. Well, luckily it looks like this detour won't be like the ruin of us, so we're still good, guys, we're still good. We did still end up hitting a detour spot, but it was not the worst one I've ever hit, so I'm okay with it. I totally just want to make it through that railroad crossing. Oh my god. And bad memories with those. Like that one that like started flashing as soon as I was like crossing through. And just completely stopped me in my tracks and like basically caused like a minor accident. That one has me like a little bit worried every time I come on railroad tracks now. It'd be one thing if it was like those invisible walls, or I shouldn't say invisible walls, but one thing like those barriers, like that, the X's that you see when you get to a point where you just can't cross. Because those are perfectly fine. Those ones, if you hit them, it's not like it destroys you or anything. They just kind of bounce you off of them. But yeah, that one was like solidly a crash when I hit it. And it was like, this is not cool. Just not cool. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. And then let's unload the trailer here. Yeah, this is pretty good pay for a really short mission. So cool. Let's see. I just want to see what upgrades we have available for trucks. So Kenworth. We already got that transmission. I don't really care about the painted lugs or the star in chrome. Okay. And nothing too exciting there. So let's go to the trailer manager. I just want to send the trailer home since I don't actually need that. So yeah, we'll store in garage. And that just instantly sends it there. And then the cool thing is that'll actually up the value of the missions and stuff that our other people are doing. So I usually like to have that for the passive one, since I can select the jobs I take and, you know, take the higher paying jobs where it's kind of random what the other people will get. So usually I like to have that option where give them more trailers, they can make more money, and everything will be cool, copacetic. Let's see here. Was there anything else I need to check? I don't think so. So with that, I'm going to end off the stream since it's about 2:30 and about 30 minutes past when I was originally scheduled to stop. And, you know, makes up for me being about 30 minutes late today. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm King Crab Zero. You can catch me on Twitch at King Crab Zero. You can catch me at YouTube at King Crab Zero. If you're into fitness, you can also catch me on the gram at the real space King Crab Zero, I believe. Maybe it's official. I can't remember. It's in my end screen. So if you want to check that out, just take a quick look at my end screen. I know my Twitch links to it. I think I might have got my YouTube to link to it, but I could be wrong. We do also have an official Discord, so if you want to join the community, it's not too big yet, but you know, we're growing. You can definitely do that. And that's a good place for if I announce any extra streams, or if I decide that, hey, I might be a little bit early today, or I might be a bit late today, or if there's any changes to what I'm going to do for a stream. It's always good to be in that. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great night, and I will catch you next time.